Fasting is a way to crucify your flesh, to draw closer to God with your heart and the spirit. And you can fast in many different ways. You can fast just on water, but you can't fast very long on water alone. It's not a good idea to fast with nothing. One time I was trying to fast on nothing, and the Lord told me to drink water, and be careful that you don't harm your body, and be sure that your purpose is right. If you're fasting because you want to be closer to God, or you need an answer, maybe you have a broken heart, something that you absolutely have to have a closeness and an answer. I know Harlan, he could fast a lot. He fasted one time for 40 days just on V8, and he lost 40 pounds. It just about killed him. Of course, the Lord wouldn't let him go home until it was time. But anyway, if you want to seek spiritual closeness with God and you want to crucify your flesh, then try fasting. You can fast on juice or broth, or you can fast on like what we would call a Daniel's fast. We would maybe drink 3 cups of lentil soup a day or something like that. But it depends on your situation. Now, if you're working or you're doing a lot of physical activity, then it's very hard to do a water only or a juice only fast, because you won't have much strength. You'll be weak. And most people, the first 3 days of a fast, especially if you're used to drinking beverages with caffeine, or if you have a lot of sugar in your system, your body will go through about 3 days of withdrawal. You may experience headaches and nausea and weakness, and you may feel like you're sick, like you got the flu or something. But after about 3 days, that will pass, and you won't be as hungry. You won't be thinking about how hungry you are all the time, and you'll be able to fast a lot easier if you can get through the first 3 days. Now, the best fast you can have is an anointed fast of the Lord. That's a fast that the Lord puts you on, and those fasts are so good and so blessed and so anointed, and you hardly have any trouble on those kind of fasts. This is in Daniel chapter 10. In the 3rd year of Cyrus, king of Persia, a thing was revealed unto Daniel, whose name was called Belteshazzar. And the thing was true, but the time appointed was long, and he understood the thing and had understanding of the vision. In those days, I, Daniel, was mourning 3 full weeks. I ate no pleasant bread, neither came flesh nor wine in my mouth, neither did I anoint myself at all, till 3 whole weeks were fulfilled. Well, I can understand about mourning. When Harlan went home to be with Jesus, I mourn every day, but I lost like 25 to 30 pounds because I lost my appetite to live. I just want to go home, but that's up to Jesus, not to me. But my heart was hungering for God so much, for comfort, for relief. I miss him, and I want to go home to be with him in Jesus's kingdom. And so I lost my appetite for food, basically. I've started eating now. I've developed a little diet that I'm on now but I stay down probably about 110 pounds. I was up to over 130 pounds, so it made it. But that wasn't a planned fast. That was kind of a forced fast in a way. I just couldn't eat. But anyway, in Matthew chapter 6, verses 16 through 18, and when you fast, don't make it obvious as the hypocrites do. They try to look miserable and disheveled, so people would admire them for their fasting. They're trying to look like they're real spiritual or something. I tell you the truth, that is the only reward they will ever get. But when you fast, comb your hair and wash your face, then no one will notice that you are fasting, except your Father who knows what you are doing in private, and your Father who sees everything will reward you. So a fast is a spiritual discipline. You don't do it for the flesh and to make a showing on the flesh. You don't do it to try to focus on you. You focus on him, and you're not trying to make yourself holy and righteous, because you're not. Only God is, only Jesus Christ. If you have any righteousness in you at all, it's Christ in you. None of us are righteous of ourselves. It takes God in us. It takes Christ, the Holy Spirit, in us. Oh, by the way, this is not a normal necklace. This is one of Harlan's old Army dog tags, and his oldest daughter was kind enough to send it to me. So I've been wearing it around my neck. He was 17 years old. He enlisted for the draft when he was 15, and then he went in when he was 17. So this thing is tarnished. It's as old as I am, and I'm 67 years old. So that's pretty old. Anyway, by the grace of God, he never had to see combat. He never did kill anyone, but he was honorably discharged, and he did his service with honor. Entering a fasting experience is like pushing the pause button on a hectic life. So when you fast, be sure you have the right purpose. And don't focus on yourself, focus on God. On a Daniel's fast, you can continue to meet your home and work responsibilities while fasting. Fasting was designed by God not to change him, but rather to change us. Fasting doesn't show God that you are good or deserving. Only Jesus Christ does that for us. However, fasting does bring us into an experience where our hearts are more open to what the Lord wants to show us for our individual lives. Focusing on the food element keeps you attending to your flesh rather than your spirit that connects with the Spirit of God. In Romans 8:5, for those who live according to the flesh set their minds on the things of the flesh, but those who live according to the Spirit on the things of the Spirit. Well, I told you about how you might feel sick and weak for the first 3 days and headaches and things like that. And then your fast becomes easier. You also may experience some things like diarrhea or constipation. And then when coming off a liquid only fast, don't overdo it. Don't just go out and eat a big feast right after because you're so hungry. And don't think about the meal you're going to eat so much after you get off your fast. When you come off your fast, just take it a little at a time. Eat some food that's easy on your system, and probably some high protein food when coming off a fast, and fruits and vegetables for fiber. When Harlan came off of his 40-day fast, while he was on that fast, I thought it was the most unusual thing. Jesus gave him a recipe while he was on that fast because he was starving himself to death. And so the recipe had lean beef, kidney beans, cheese, sliced olives, Italian seasoning, and of course, olive oil. He mixed it all together and he cooked it good with onions and seasoning, and he baked it in the oven, and he put the slices of cheese on top. Now that's something you don't want to eat every day on a regular basis, but he needed that because he'd starved his body so much. So you're killing your body when you're fasting, but you're trying to get closer to God and let your heart grow, your spiritual life grow. So most people can't fast like they think they can. They want to, and they have a heart for it. But if you don't do it right, you won't be able to fast. I thought I'd just go over that with you since some people ask me about fasting. And so if you want to fast, just pray and ask the Lord to put you on a fast. And depending on your lifestyle, you'll have to choose the fast, how long and what you shall fast on. Then just keep your focus on the Lord. Spend as much time as you can seeking the Lord with your heart. And a lot of times you'll feel blessed. Sometimes he'll show you a dream or vision or speak to you, a revelation. And it's a good thing to fast because you're seeking for God if you have the right reason that you want to get close to him. And don't forget, when you're on a fast, don't claim Bible scriptures. The Bible is not to us. It's about God, but you can't know God from the Bible. You can know about him. If you want to get to know God, then seek for him with your heart and get to know him in the Spirit. The gift and promise of God to us is the Holy Spirit, not the Bible. The Bible is okay for history, for historical knowledge, but it has no authority, and you cannot have faith from the Bible, and you cannot get saved by claiming words from the Bible. You must actually come to the living Jesus Christ with your heart through the Spirit. And then if he fills you with the Holy Spirit, then you become his son or daughter of God, and he will lead you and guide you by the Spirit according to his will. He doesn't do our will, he does his will, and he knows what we need, and he gives us what we need, not what we want. So keep in mind when you're fasting and praying for something, if it's not in the will of God, I don't care if you fast till your pants fall off, he's not going to give it to you. And if he does, because you just wouldn't let go of it, you're going to find out later that you're going to wish he hadn't given that to you. You want to ask him for his will in your life, not for your will. You don't pray and fast for him to give you what you want. You pray and fast for him to give you what he wants for you to have. And it's not usually what you think you want, but later you will be glad that you got what he wanted you to have and not what you want to have.